Over $300,000. That's how much a couple buying their first home in the GTA can potentially access through government programs, tax benefits, and proposed rebates in 2026. And most first-time buyers use maybe one or two of these. I'm going to break down every single program available to you right now. What it is, who qualifies, exactly how much it's worth, and the one thing that disqualifies most people from each one. By the end of this video, you'll have a complete map of every dollar that's available to help you buy your first home. To show you how these stack, I'm going to use a hypothetical couple. Let's call them Sarah and Mike. Combined income $140,000. Both first-time buyers, looking at an $850,000 new-built townhouse in Mississauga. And I'm going to show you every single dollar they can access. Comment home below and I'll send you my first-time home buyer's black book. It has the full breakdown of every program we are covering today, with the exact eligibility rules and a worksheet you can fill in with your own numbers. Program 1, the First Home Savings Account. This is the most powerful savings tool for first-time buyers in Canada right now. You can contribute up to $8,000 per year to a lifetime maximum of $40,000. Your contributions are tax deductible, which means they reduce your taxable income, and when you withdraw the money to buy a home, you pay zero tax on it. That's a double tax advantage. Money goes in tax-free and money comes out tax-free. For Sarah and Mike, they each open an FHSA. If they each max it all $8,000 for 2 years, that's $32,000 in the account. Plus, they get to deduct those contributions from their income. In a 30% marginal tax bracket, that's nearly $10,000 back in tax refunds on top of the savings. The thing that disqualifies most people is timing. You need to have the account open for at least 1 calendar year before you can withdraw. If you open it in December 2025 and want to buy in March 26, you don't qualify for the tax-free withdrawal. Open it now, even if you're not buying for 2 or 3 years. Their FHSA value up to $80,000 combined in tax-free savings over time. Program 2, the RRSP Home Buyers Plan. The HBP lets first-time buyers withdraw up to $60,000 per person from their RRSPs with no tax. That's $120,000 for a couple. The money has to be in the RRSP for at least 90 days before you withdraw it, and you repay it over 15 years, starting in the 5th year after withdrawal. This is one of the most underused programs in Canada. People forget they can stack it with the FHSA. You can use both for the same home purchase. So Sarah and Mike can pull from their FHSAs and their RRSPs for a combined total of up to $200,000 in tax-free funds toward their down payment. The disqualifier is simple. You have to be a first-time buyer, meaning you haven't owned a home you lived in during the current year or the 4 previous years. If your spouse owned a home during that period, you don't qualify either. Their HBP value up to $120,000 combined. Program 3, the GST rebate for first-time buyers. This is the big one. And I need to be clear about something. This program has been proposed by the federal government through Bill C-4, but it has not yet been passed into law. If it passes, it would eliminate the 5% federal GST on new build homes for first-time buyers, priced up to $1 million. That's up to $50,000 back on a qualifying purchase. For homes between $1 million and $1.5 million, the rebate phases out. On Sarah and Mike's $850,000 new build townhouse, the proposed federal rebate would be approximately $42,500. This one applies to newly constructed or substantially renovated homes, not resale, and both buyers need to be first-time purchasers. If one partner owned a home before, the rebate gets reduced or eliminated. Ontario has also proposed matching the federal program by eliminating the 8% provincial portion of the HST. Right now, there is already an existing Ontario new housing rebate that gives back up to $24,000 on new builds. If the provincial matching goes through, the remaining provincial tax would also be eliminated. Their potential GST-HST savings, approximately 42,500 federal proposed, plus 24,000 existing Ontario rebate, plus additional provincial savings if Ontario's matching legislation passes. Program 4, the Ontario Land Transfer Tax Rebate. Every time you buy a property in Ontario, you pay land transfer tax based on the purchase price. First-time buyers get a rebate of up to $4,000 on the provincial portion. That covers the full tax on homes up to $368,000. Above that, you still get the $4,000 but pay the rest. If you're buying in the city of Toronto specifically, you pay a second municipal land transfer tax on top. First-time buyers in Toronto can get an additional rebate of up to $4,475 on that municipal tax. That's up to $8,475 combined if you're buying in Toronto. Sarah and Mike are buying in Mississauga, so there is no municipal tax. Their rebate, $4,000. The disqualifier. Your spouse can't have owned a home anywhere in the world while being your spouse. This catches people who married someone who previously owned property even in another country. Program 5, the Home Buyer's Tax Credit. This one is straightforward. You claim $10,000 on line 31270 of your tax return in the year you buy. At the lowest federal tax rate of 15%, that's a $1,500 tax credit. You can split it with your partner, but the combined claim can't exceed $10,000. It's not a lot of money compared to the other programs, but it's free. It requires zero effort beyond filing your taxes, and most first-time buyers don't even know it exists. Their tax credit, $1,500. The full stack. So let's add it up for Sarah and Mike buying an $850,000 new built townhouse in Mississauga. Tax-free savings access FHSA up to $80,000 combined over time. HBP up to $120,000 combined. That's $200,000 in tax advantage funds they can use toward their purchase without paying a dollar in tax. Confirmed rebates and credits. Ontario Land Transfer Tax Rebate, $4,000. Ontario New Housing Rebate on PST up to $24,000. Home Buyers Tax Credit, $1,500. Total confirmed approximately $29,500. Proposed rebates if legislation passes. Federal GST elimination approximately $42,500. Ontario provincial matching additional savings on the remaining provincial tax. These two combined could add over $60,000 in savings. But they are not yet law. So grand total access over $290,000 in combined tax-free savings, confirmed rebates and proposed rebates. If they are buying in Toronto instead of Mississauga, add the $4,475 municipal LTT rebate. If Ontario's matching legislation passes, the number climbs above $300,000. I want to be honest about something. The FHSA and HBP are not free money. That's your money. You saved it. What makes them powerful is the tax treatment. You get a deduction going in, you pay nothing coming out. And for HBP, you repay it over 15 years interest-free. The real free money is in the rebates and credits. But the combined effect of stacking all of these is massive. Most first-time buyers I talk to are using maybe one or two of these programs. They have an FHSA but forgot about the HBP. Or they know about the HBP but never opened an FHSA. Or they don't know about the land transfer tax rebate until their lawyer mentions it at closing. Every program has a deadline, a rule, or a disqualifier that trips people up. The families who get the full stack are the ones who planned 12 months ahead. Comment home below and I will send you the first-time home buyer's black book. It has every program broken down with the exact eligibility rules, deadlines, and a stacking worksheet so you can calculate your real number. Or reach out directly if you want to walk through your specific situation. The money is there. The programs exist. The only question is whether you are going to use them or leave them on the table.